A good shepherd is the one who leads the flock. A good shepherd is the one who nurtures the flock. A good shepherd is the one who protects the flock. A good shepherd is the one who feeds the flock. And that is what Christ is saying today. He feeds us through the most holy Eucharist. He protects us. He heals us through the sacrament of the sick. And he makes us his own children through the regeneration of holy baptism. But the first line says, I know my sheep, and mine knows me. I know my sheep, and mine knows me. The good thing about the Most Holy Catholic Church is that we celebrated Easter Sunday 4 weeks ago, right? The following week, we celebrated Divine Mercy Sunday. The third week, Jesus entrusted to us that you are witnesses of these things. And today, the fourth week of Easter, we celebrate the Good Shepherd Sunday. And today is also a World Day of Vocations. World Day of Vocations. It means each and every person, either you are a Catholic or not, you are called by God. There is a divine call thrown before you. In other words, you are also a shepherd. Whether you are a parent, you are a teacher, you are a wife or a husband, you are a nurse or a doctor, you are a policeman or policewoman, you are a military woman or military man, you are a shepherd. And so the shepherd is asked to protect the people. The shepherd is asked to feed the people. A shepherd is asked to lead the people. But we cannot go and lead the people. We cannot go and protect the people unless we learn something from the good shepherd who is Jesus himself. Jesus himself, the true shepherd. People of God, our lives will tell people that we know the good shepherd when we imitate Christ. Take, for instance, a graduate student who is first appointed in an office, and he or she doesn't know his left or right, and you are in the same office, and what you are doing, you are going to guide this new student to know how to do things in the office. You are going to have patience to direct and to lead and to call this person so that very soon he can also be part of the office. And what you are doing, you are becoming a shepherd to these graduates. Think about a good nurse. Think about it. You got to know that you have given birth to a son or a daughter because of a nurse. You know that. Do you know that? The nurse is the first person to take your child and to bring it and to just put it on your chest and tell you that your baby is here. Yes, the firstborn was done by the nurse. Think about the doctor who performed your first surgery. He did that with carefulness so that you make sure that you are alive. A good shepherd. Think about a teacher. Think about it. I remember a friend of mine told me, Father, when I came to United States, I did not know anything about English. And they have to assign me to a teacher who teaches English as what? First language. English as first language. The teacher takes his time to explain, takes a time to lead, takes a time to understand, so that this friend of mine will be able to express himself in English. And what the teacher was doing was imitating the good shepherd. Many of us, may have parents or grandparents who are suffering from dementia, and you are taking care of a person who cannot make right from wrong. It is not easy. It is not easy. The patience, the tolerance, the understanding, the communication that you use to understand your mother or your father who is going through dementia means that you know the Good Shepherd, and that is what Christ will do for you. Think about if you have a wife or you have a husband who is going through cancer, and you wake up in the morning and you see the face of your wife, the wife that was so beautiful, so gorgeous and pretty, but one day he has to take all the hair and become like Father William, right? And then you look at your wife and you are telling yourself, this is the person that I stood in front of the altar and made a promise to her that for better, for worse, in goodness and in health, everything. And you are going to love this wife forever. You are doing this because you know the Good Shepherd. You know him. This past week, I was impressed about a Taco Bell worker. There was a woman who had the baby in the car, taxi, or her own car. And the woman realized that the baby cannot breathe. And then the woman got out of the car and screaming. And the woman from the Taco Bell came out from the restaurant and began to give this baby what? CPR. And I was really impressed. She left everything in the Taco Bell restaurant to come out and to make sure that this baby survives. A Good Shepherd. People of God, do you know that a Good Shepherd can also be an Uber driver or a DoorDash person? Think about it. You have an appointment for an interview and you have to be there at 8 a.m. and your car is not starting and your battery is dead. And what do? You call for the Uber driver, right? And the Uber driver has to be there. He has to take you to the appointment. And because of this appointment, you are able to secure a job. And not only that, you are able to provide for your family, to put food on the table. A Good Shepherd. A Good Shepherd. A teacher shared with me that, Father, it is not fun to teach these days in public schools. Do you know that? You don't know that. It is not fun. But they go through all these not because of money, not because of anything, but because they have known the Good Shepherd who is Jesus and they want to imitate the Good Shepherd. Think about it. Today, all of us have gathered here because we know the Good Shepherd, what he has done in our lives. And you want to make sure that you also inculcate this kind of life. Live that life as a Good Shepherd. We have parents who are here that your son or your daughter is going through challenges in life. It could be sicknesses. But you as a mother, you as a father, you are taking your time to make sure that you provide whatever within your means to this daughter or to this son. You are becoming a Good Shepherd. All of us, we give for the benefit of the church. People give not because they have enough. They give because they care. Others give not because they care less, but they give simply because they love. Because a love without giving is nothing. Amen. Yes. A Good Shepherd. You go extra mile to secure yourself, to sacrifice yourself for your children. Because you know that these children of yours have to have experience. And experience cannot be bought by money. Do you know that? Do you know that? Yes. So you are going extra mile to teach your kids. And that's what you are doing as a good shepherd. You have co-workers, you have friends who are going through a lot, and you are going extra mile to help them. And so today, people of God, Jesus is saying, I am a good shepherd, I know my sheep, and mine know me. Jesus is referring to all of us. All of us. The way we understand people, the way we communicate with people, the way we show patience to people, the way we guard people is the way Christ is expecting from all of us. If you are a military man, as I said, you are a shepherd. If you're a policeman, you are a shepherd. You patrol the city of Granby and outside so that people of Granby can sleep peacefully. Each and every person. Think about a fire person, a fireman, who will see a house ablaze with fire and there's an innocent child inside the house. And nobody would like to go there. And he risked himself, jumped into the fire to bring this child out from the blaze. A good shepherd. And so, people of God, today is our day. Jesus is asking you, if you might have forgotten who you are a shepherd. Children had been entrusted to you, grandchildren had been entrusted to you, your wife had been entrusted to you, your husbands had been entrusted to you, the church has been entrusted to you. As a shepherd, think about it. And Jesus made a very important point, which I would like all of us to think about it. He said, I have other sheep who do not belong to the fold. And my goal is that I will bring them so that there will be one shepherd and what? One flock. One shepherd and one flock. Think about it. How many people do you know in your life that they do not know Jesus Christ and you need to bring them to the church? Think about it. How many people? How many neighbors do you know who no longer practice the faith and you need to go and say that this is the time that I am bringing you back to the church? Jesus is now in heaven. Jesus' hands is our hands. Jesus' feet is our feet. The voice of Jesus is our voice. So whatever Jesus would like to do, he does it through us. Amen. He does it through us. So we need to invite people. We need to welcome people. We need to accept people. We need to make sure that we bring each and every person into the fold of Christ. And one thing I like about Jesus is that he said, I am a good shepherd.